The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now it's Lindsey. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Check 53, Mike. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day. Hey, alert. Back. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Check 52.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Philip Lindsey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Passions finds someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
11.
Ryan. That's caught by Penny. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Let him go.
3rd and 2. Now Ryan. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
DJ Reader there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Rosen, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18, and he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. 6-0 our score after 1. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. On the move to his left. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check 13. Check 13. Whip.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. That's
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Taking on the midfield logo. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run it with Carson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Hey, alert, alert. Shift. Slam. Check. 80. Check.
On first down, it's Lindsey, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football.
80. 55. Man out.
On second and 15 now, Rosen. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Right. 80. Hug. Check.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Deshaun Hamilton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos pushed further out in front. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up first and 10 at the 40. Here's Ryan to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it a second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Ryan. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
And 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Ryan. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Ready, blue 80, 525. Silver.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. sack back at about the 43-yard line. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan. And the pressure gets to him again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. On 1st down, it's Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Watch the run. Middle.
They'll run the toss. It's Lindsey. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Philip Lindsey with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Broncos push further out in front. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This one taken just inside the 10. Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Ryan. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, arguably, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
And the Seahawks first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw again is Ryan. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Ryan will throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 18. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Lindsey. Gets around him. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Hey, Porter. Check 24. Check 24. Check the backer. Check the backer.
They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Hey, here we go. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Kill.
And they'll throw it with Rosen. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
53.
To throw is Rosen. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Ryan now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. From the gun, Ryan. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
To throw again, Ryan. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards that time.
The Seahawks first down.
Ready, back 25, 47. Check.
Throwing again, Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Matt Ryan now breaks the huddle. His guys will go for 2. Again, Ryan. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Get ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Check 31, check 80, 80. Alert.
Another run by Lindsey, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 47-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. On 1st down, Ryan. That one going to be complete to David Moore. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know,
wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, But he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Rick Lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
David Onyemata there on the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Ryan. Open is Swaim, the tight end. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Ryan. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Show a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. Here's Ryan. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
51, stop!
Throwing again. Ryan. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, a 22. They'll try to run with Carson. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get out.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Hey, I'm coming.
Now Rosen looking to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
58 to Mike, 58.
On third down, Rosen. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Welcome back now to Denver as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And it's taken in at the 9. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Now Ryan on first down. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
He's going to look deep for more. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Broncos on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Check 4, check 4. Check. Hey, alert, alert.
Here comes Lindsey, toss right. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 47-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
Recon, 132 fighter.
First down, Seattle.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Ryan. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. On third down, Carson. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Nice job defensively to hold them to 4, and now it's second and goal. On second down now, it's Carson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on fourth and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll run here with Lindsey. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force 1 more play before the 2-minute warning. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Lindsey. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. After the interception, here's Ryan. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
They'll look to throw. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He's back to throw. That's caught by Penny. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Here's Ryan. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Motion. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Here we go. Hey, free play.
Back to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. They get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Yo, 80. Quarter. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Tackle.
Throwing now is Rosen. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
This is taken at the 10. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Ready, we're ready. We're ready. Get in the weight room. Hey, bye-bye.
Penny, a 1st down carry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Mike's 47.
Here's Ryan. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And right now it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Seahawks, they move back over 500 now at 4-3, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.